Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to bring this to you. I ran across this article. Most of you already know because you've seen videos floating all around YouTube about Putin threatening nuclear weapons. Also that he is calling for a partial draft. A lot of us believe that it's going to be full mobilization, 100%, nothing partial about it. And that he will be calling upon men there. So once he made that statement, this article reads, Russians flee to border after military call up. I do have a video and I will leave it in this video. The article goes on to say, President Putin announced a partial military mobilization on Wednesday, which could see 300,000 people summoned to serve in the war. Now, the Kremlin is saying that that is a hoax. You know, there aren't a bunch of people rushing to the border. But on the border with Georgia, miles of vehicles have formed, including men trying to escape the line. Including men trying to escape the war. One man was quoted as saying he grabbed his passport and he headed to the border without packing anything else immediately after Putin announced what was going to take place, because he falls into that group that could potentially be sent to the war. This man said, I will break my arm, my leg, or whatever it takes. I am not fighting in this war. Georgia is one of the few neighboring countries that Russians can enter without needing to apply for a visa. Finland, which shares a 800-mile border with Russia, does require a visa for travel and also reported an increase in traffic overnight, but said it was at a manageable state. In other destinations, tickets have been skyrocketing immediately after the military call-up was announced, with some destinations sold out completely. Turkish media have reported the same large spike to one-way ticket sales, y'all, while remaining flights to non-visa destinations can cost thousands of euros. That's serious. I mean, for somebody to say, hey, this is your war. You started this war for whatever reason you felt in your heart to do. Why don't you go fight it? Just my opinion. The article also goes on to say that a 26-year-old PhD student and lecturer was expecting a delivery of groceries the night before the Putin address, when two men arrived in civilian clothes handing him military papers to sign. The Kremlin said only people who have done their military service and had special skills and combat experiences would be called up. The person that they were talking to, who didn't want to give their name, said, well, if that's the case, I don't have any military experience. And now his stepfather is worried, as dodging the draft is a criminal offense in Russia. I mean, dodging the draft anywhere is a criminal offense. I mean, some people get away with it, and, you know, I'm not going to say who, but you know who. The call-up sparked protests in major Russian cities, including Moscow and St. Petersburg on Tuesday, resulting in reported 1,300 arrests. There were also reports from Russia that some of those detained for protesting had been handed draft papers while in custody at the police station. No, a Kremlin spokesman made a statement, and they said that handing someone papers while they're in lockup is not going against any kind of law. So don't think because you in jail, you ain't gonna go. You gonna go too. Okay, so it says the reaction of the military mobilization inside Russia has been unusually strong. Those are kind words, I guess. The UK's Ministry of Defense, commenting on the call-up in its Wednesday morning briefing, noted that the mobilization is likely to be highly unpopular with parts of the Russian population. The move to draft, they say, is just showing that Russia has exhausted all of its supply of willing volunteers to fight in the Ukraine war. So no one is willing to do it anymore. So now we're going to draft all of you who qualify. And I wouldn't doubt if they send really old people there. You know what I'm saying? Russian officials insisted that the call-up will be limited to those who have completed military service. But inside Russia, there is also speculation that the military mobilization could be larger than formally announced. Like I said, he said partial just so nobody would panic, and even saying partial draft or whatever mobilization, that caused people to run for the border, okay? So a news reporter has found out that the newspaper alleges that the secret paragraph that's in this thing that they got people signing also says that the call up could be up to 1 million people rather than the reported 300,000, citing an unnamed government source. Y'all, and you trying to tell me we not headed for WW3? And I'm not talking about worldwide wrestling, okay? We talking about some serious stuff, but I kind of almost feel like Canadian Prepper when he said it just seemed like nobody is really paying attention, or they just, you know, they've heard so much about it happening to the point now where it's actually happened. It's almost like the boy who cried wolf, cried wolf, cried wolf, cried wolf, to the point when he actually cried wolf and it was really a wolf, nobody believed him. That's what's happening, because Putin has been saying, he's been threatening this for a long time. He's constantly saying it, but this time he's saying, this is not a bluff. I am serious. And we see what's happening. We see his troops retreating. So we know that he's running short on things that he can do. And we all know he's going to pull that out of his arsenal. So if you don't know or realize it, you need to know and realize that things have gotten thick. The gravy is on the plate and is running over. Okay, so y'all need to prepare the best that you can, do what you have to do, and love your family, because Russia's doing this draft. Who's to say that the United States won't do this draft, or any other country? People already not really signing up for the military like they used to back in the day. They just showed it on the news where they had recruits going out to the school because they said that they had low recruitment, and they're trying to get, you know, these kids while they can, get these kids while they can, and get their mind together on, you know, this will be a benefit for you. All I can say is, y'all, okay, I will break my arm, I will break my leg, anything to avoid the draft. That is what the man said, and he's not the only one that probably has that mindset. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think.